Time to leave the world's largest landfill of garbage and junk. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Donkey Kong Bananza. Last time, we got to the landfill lair, allowing us to see this is an eel's home and was created by the Big Dad. But this time, we're going down another layer. So, let us head down to the next layer. Yeah, landfill was quite short. Ooh. Muddy banana. Okay. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna go down further. Okay. So, yeah, we were talking about the big eel. The big eel in the room. Racing layer! Sublayer 1100. You're not getting one brickway, you're getting two for the price of one. Stampedeway entrance. So yeah, an entire layer built around racing. And Bruce Pika Bruiser again. Haha. We got ourselves another skill point. Let us save our skill points once again. There are a bunch of things in this layer that you want to be mindful of. One is, as you see on the top right, no fossils and a chimp. Whoa, DK! It's been a while. Everything okay with you? That vortex blew us all the way here. We panicked when we realized we couldn't get to the surface, but guess what cheered us up? Bleh. But guess what cheered us right up? The Rambi Rumble.
Rambi Rumble? That sounds fun.
Keen to try it, eh? Then head over to the reception desk. Indeed we shall, but before we do that, there is a bunch of things here. First, straightforward and simple. You can actually get the Rumble reception over here, and as well as a challenge stage right in the beginning. All you gotta do is hit it, and then you're... Hey, there we go, going down. I don't know why I was having problems, but here we go. Stop it away ×3. Just stop it away. This should be a cakewalk. No. So, you're probably wondering what you're going to do. Trick it into falling down is the main strategy. They're indestructible. So, yeah, not exactly the most fun thing in the world to deal with. And there it goes. Come here, come here, come here, boy. Come on, bro. Come here, bro. Come here. I'm just standing here menacingly. DK's even excited. And that's it for the Stupidoids. Yeah, we haven't seen them in a while. They've been gone for a long time. Jumping Junks is done. And saving skill points again. You're going to want to save skill points for a while. Trust me on this one. And we are free of this one entirely. There is nothing else around here that you really need at all. Now, outright speaking, and I do mean outright speaking, jump down here, and as you see, there's a bed here if you need to sleep in the racing layer. There's a stuff shop over there, but this wall is also false. There's gold behind that wall, so yeah, pretty interesting to see. Let's go and check to see what Pauline has to say about the racing layer. After all, we have barely begun. Sorry to disappoint you all, but Pauline has nothing to say about the racing layer. I don't know why either, but it is. Now, there's one thing that everyone will forget where it is. I do mean everyone. So, over here, we're going to activate Zebra once again, because this racing thing area is suited for a Zebra. Zebra Bananza, liftoff lope. We're going to be racing against the clock. Again. Let's go and race. Follow this guy and punch it again repeatedly. You want to punch these guys to get a faster time. because electricity hurts a lot. And let's keep following it, keep following it, keep following it, and boom. Keep following the next one, keep following the next one, and then turn. There. Oh, man, I was hoping for a better one, but I guess that's not as bad as it may appear to be. All right. Whoa, 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 bully. Okay, we made the jump. Zebra. All right. Now, one thing you want to do, grab the layer chunk, and then fly over this way. Now, land over here. There is a hidden banana right here, and we even completed the goal. Banana tower at the finish line. Yes, you want to go over to this hidden banana. You cannot get this if it lifts off ore. And the lure down here may work, so you can't actually do that anyway. Lift off low buzzer beater. And next but not least, you know, I haven't actually tried this yet. Well, I didn't do it. Well, I'm in space. Finish line. There is a trick I could do, but I can't seem to pull it off. I don't like using the brake too often, though. I don't know why the brake attack is just one of those weirder things. It just is. Personally, I've never used the zebra brake at all for this at all. Because of that, it just doesn't serve much of a purpose. Unless you're running to attack enemies, it really doesn't do much. Hey, look, Quest Stone. Welcome, welcome, one and all. It's time for Quest Stones with Quiz Tone. Ready to begin, here we go. What sort of facility is offered by the elephants in a Tempest Lair? Well, it's a sauna. Ding ding ding, you got it. Hot sauna, cold bath, fresh air. True spa enthusiasts can repeat this relaxation loop all day. Just try to stay hydrated. Rolling right along, here comes your next question. Who guided you down through the long downward dig of the landfall lair? It is known as the Eelites. Ding ding, you got it. What cute little critters with their stout bellies and anxious squeals makes you want to give them a comforting high five. Just one question left. Keep your wits sharp, cause here it comes. Which one of these things allows you to smash through concrete? A chunk of stone. Ding ding, you got it. As the famous saying goes, even simple chunks of stone can pierce concrete. Everyone knows that one. Everyone! Congratulations! You got them all right. We have a fabulous prize for you. And we got ourselves our quiz banana. That's all, folks. All right, we're done for that one, and we can see that there's a bunch of things here. There's even a challenge stage over here waiting for us. Let's go and take care of this immediately. Antigonoid times 15. So as you know fully well, Antigonoid, grab it, use Surf, and immediately go and bolt. If you speed up, you actually do damage. So you want to use the speed up in order to actually deal damage to these Antigonoids on your way over. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, game, that's not funny. Ain't that slight game. You just want to keep mashing the button, keep jumping, mash the button, keep jumping, mash the button. That's simple how you want to do it. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's just the final stretch. Goodbye, enemies. And we're all done with that. Now, you might as well be forewarned and mention, yeah, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing for the lair. There's a reason for this. I like clearing out the objective last versus first. It's a lot easier for me, personally speaking, because, simply put, it's better just to get everything else out of the way before going after everything else that you need to do in the game. Hey, look, Rambi. And there's gold here. You're not going to find a single fossil here. It's only bananas. Now, you're probably wondering, there's somebody might be hiding here, right? Well, guess what? I am right, because if you dig up here, guess where Cranky is hiding here? Oh, look, his big hairy mug finally turned up. Hey, that all you have to say? Listen up and listen good. It'd serve you well to hear this. I heard your last lair. It took some effort, but I worked out that crook's hiding spot. That's right, I got his whole plan figured out. Who am I talking about, you ask? Oh, no one. Just the fiend behind all these banana burglaries. No hoarder safe. I would have sent him some muscle to stop him, but you had taken off for your little mining misadventure. No choice but to do it all myself. I knew that fiend had faults, so I got on Rambi and left the island behind. It should have been you digging all the way down here after that banana bandit. Better thank me for doing your job. What a rotten crook. He thinks he's so intimidating, flashing that crooked grin of his every chance he gets. If he thinks he's crooked now, wait till I throw a barrel at it. Anyway, I'm Poop. Lecturing is some time or some work. That's all I have to say for now, and you can bet that'll change. Here, I got something for you. Oh, banana racing rant. So this banana is also a pain because no one actually knows where it is, and believe me, people have gotten lost from the banana map before. I'm sure I did. Hey, Rambi, how's it going? So yeah, Pauline does react whenever you, well, high-fives an animal or high-five anything, so pretty funny to see and feel. But regardless of that, there's nothing else here that you want to do underneath. There is one more banana off memory, but let's get to the right for... Actually, we already went to the right. We're going back around in a circle. But there is something on the other side we want to take care of. Let's just check it out, should we? Hey, look, the amiibo tone again. We don't need to use this, so we're not going to bother with it. Hey, Rambi. Punch, 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 punch. And it just leads you where you were starting. I don't know why Rambi was hiding there and looking at it.
High five!
High five, yes indeed. Now we're all done with that. That's pretty much the main thing you can do here. Now, outright speaking, break terrain and store it. Now you're probably wondering, what are we gonna do now? Grab this, activate Ready Ostrich immediately. See that island of a banana on it? Well, you see the banana in the distance. Fly over the ostrich Bananza immediately. Yeah, this island is a pain in the neck to go after, and you will forget every single time. Believe me, I have. So let's go over here and get our celebratory banana, giving the track from the back. Yes, it's a racing track, in fact. And guess what else? Saga of the Explorer Toad, verse 19. We have come to a dreary and empty clearing. Nothing is here but a breeze blowing through a vast meadow. It reminds us somewhat of home. Are the fractones of the hilltop layer singing and dancing from their hearts as well, right this? Will this barren meadow be someday? There. Will this barren meadow someday be home to living locals of its very own? We hope so. For now, we head deeper. Yeah, quite interesting here. The racetrack, as you see, is in the far distance of the map. And outright speaking, the map and, well, bananas are actually heading around the racetrack. But let's actually check out that racetrack personally. So if you go up this way, we're already up here. Now, behind the actual post is a closer location where the area is located. Let's go grab the balloon over here because you want to grab it. Now, you can actually jump to the racetrack right now if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it, though, yet. Let's take care of what we have to take care of, and then we'll check out the rest of the layer and see if there's any hidden secrets. In the meantime, guess who? Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong. Now, their design has changed a bit. Welcome to our rough and rowdy Stampede Away, the home of Dixie and Diddy's Rambi Rumble. Surprised to see us, DK? It's been a while, hasn't it? Didn't think we'd find you all the way down here. Candy Kong is going to be so jealous that the three of us met up. Speaking of meeting, it looks like you found a new friend down here, too.
Do you know them, DK?
You bet he does. I'm Diddy Kong. Nice to meet you. DK and I are the best friends. We've been on a bunch of adventures together. And I'm Dixie Kong. I've been on a few adventures, too. Including one time when Diddy and I teamed up to rescue DK. I'll reference the Diddy Kong's adventures in 2 and 3. In other words, we're DK's original BFFs, better at finding friends, and you forget it. So what brings you all to there? So what brings you to all the way down here? Bananas. I knew you'd say that. But we don't have any bananas to spare. Sorry. Wait. Forget all that, DK. You and your new friend here should enter the Rambi Rumble. Yeah, you're an old pro on riding on Rambi, DK. I just gotta see you do your thing out there on the track. Diddy and I rule this Stampede Away. We haven't lost a single race. But there hasn't been much competition down here. We could use a real rival. The winner gets to stand proudly on top of that big trophy over there. There's some kind of tunnel underneath it that leads deeper underground. Whatever it is you're looking for, DK, that tunnel should help you get there. Well, come on already. Let's race. The two of you versus the two of us. We'll be ready whenever you are. So yeah, we'll compete in the Rambi race. Welcome to the Rambi Rumble. Let's race. You'll be competing against us. You'll be competing against the two of us. You ready to race? Yes. All right, then let's get our furry behinds on the circuit. Oh wait, since it's your first time, you probably should practice first. That would be good. So Rambi's raceway is unique. Basically, you're gonna be riding Rambi in order to charge up. If you go into terrain at all, you fill up the barrel cannons on Rambi's side. Now, outright speaking, there are a few things. As you see, the gauge is filled up, and we can actually activate something else. However, what you want to do for this is a little bit simple. Go over to this track over here, and then bust open this, and then lift off ore. You can create lift-off ore terrain, and it's actually pretty funny to do. However, that stays also permanently entire race. In the entire racetrack, and it actually helps you a lot more if you want to go through it. Of course, mud terrain and water slows you down. Be careful. If you want to get out of the terrain, you can use lift-off ore immediately to get rid of it. Now, if you go past terrain will no matter what slow you down no matter what. But mud is especially terrible, so do not run into it. Beyond that, though, the Rambi race is actually very simple and straightforward, and we don't have to worry about it. Now, I might as well show off what happens if you go on a slope that you created or somebody else creates. As you saw, we sped up. You want to actually do that in order to get through more areas of the racetrack. You can even climb up the hidden areas to get gold, which fills up maximum, and hidden shortcuts as well as you need to get. Believe me when I say this, you're going to want to do this. You cannot jump except for that hop, so do not bother. Now, outright speaking, you're going to want to use this opportunity to always check to see the controls, as well as making sure you know what you're doing during the racetrack. Any little bit of terrain will help, but gold maximizes the amount of terrain chunks needed for the lift-off ore to be used. Beyond that, that's pretty much the main thing you want to do in this race. Now, besides that, you're probably wondering what happens if you just run on it. Yeah, you speed up naturally very fast. In fact, you're the fastest in the world when you have that race thing maxed out. However, there is a glaring issue. If you create a terrain and track on top of a track, as you saw, I did not manage to go on top of it. Yeah, it didn't happen. Now, we've done enough practice before. It's 3 laps like any other race. So, let's start the race. Diddy and Dixie's race. A reference to Diddy Kong Racing. Here we go. Now follow those two entirely and also get terrain while you can. The first lap is mainly you getting terrain in order to keep up with them. Oh, hello. Lower action on the grass and actually helps us a lot more. Although you basically want to cheese it and follow them around, or you can also do something else, such as, you know, fly over this way, grab on the gold, and then fly up and then immediately go over to the top side. Top side pretty much helps you out a lot more in this race, and you're going to want to especially make sure you can get up to the top of the racetrack. Beyond that, though, that's pretty much the only thing I can say about this race. Now, you really can't speed up too much until you get past them, because the second lap's also a little bit of a slower stretch. Believe me when I say this, they usually do this a lot, and believe me, it does annoy you to no end. Let's actually go past them, and as you see, they're keeping up with us. But they're not exactly the most fast in the world, but we destroy the terrain track. Hey, buddy. However, with lift-off ore, you can actually jump a high distance. Do this to get shortcuts as well. They were trying to show off the secret shortcut, but actually we've managed to do it before, so it's not exactly too much of a concern. And we can jump up there, and we're good. We're pretty much going to be head-to-head right now, but we're going to be able to pass them very quickly soon. Got a bit of terrain going. Very good. In any racetrack, you want to hug the corners as well. Just keep in mind. But beyond that, though, I can't really say much else. Let's go follow the route that they created for us because it's actually very easy. Woohoo! Now, let's go follow the route that they created. Of course, the next one that leads us to a shortcut. Oh, man, they make this too easy. Now, we're almost at the very end. And let's race to the end and fly to the victory. You won. Haha, we win. Ooh. Winner. The first lap, no matter what, will always be slower than your third lap, no matter what, so don't bother. No way, you actually beat us at our own race? That's so frustrating. So frustrating. I thought we were going to win for sure. Well, fair is fair. I'll tell you how to get to the top of that big old trophy. Just launch yourself up there with the top of the winner's podium. Kaboom. So, basically speaking, that's where you have to go in order to get to the next part. Now, I might as well show off where the other bananas are, because outright speaking, the other bananas are kind of a pain. Yeah, I was wrong. There's no more bananas. Yeah, this layer is actually one of the smallest. So I was trying to make sure, absolutely sure to show you off what happens, but pretty much the layer is tiny. You're not going to exactly see any bananas. Pretty much, this is easy. However, another thing you note is that entire cup is solid gold.
Whoa, that trophy is huge.
Land. All right, we're here. And I just realized something. Well, that's going to be annoying. I have to save this recording no matter what. Yeah, this is pretty much a permanent recording, so...
Really, Void? Even here?
Yes, he would, Pauline. Yes, he would. Hey, I want to climb up this time. I want to climb up it and then ground pound it with the dive punch. Come on. Hey, come on. I can do this. I can do this. I can totally do this. There we go. Boom. The next layer is open up to us now. However, that is a triple banana. You're probably wondering if there's multiple layers in this pathway. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there is not. Although I have no idea how that makes any sense because, as you see, it's pretty much leading to an empty island. Yeah, I don't get it either. So, while you're here, by the way, absorb all the gold you can, and I'm fell down the hole. Yeah, the entire thing is basically hollow. Do not bother if your thing is going to be like that deep. Yeah, it's not exactly that deep. However, this is a good opportunity to get a bunch of gold if you need it. And you pretty much can beat smashing stats very quickly with this gold. Man, that is a lot of gold. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm pretty much just getting a bunch of gold for free, to be honest. I just want to do it for the sake of it. Alright, we're done with that, and it's been cleared out. Yeah, I just did that for the sake of silliness. Boom. There we go. Now we're all done with that. Now we're done with all that. Let us head down further. Woohoo! That race was incredibly short and an incredibly short racing layer. Yeah, I wasn't kidding.
I'm glad you got to see her friends again. Racing with Rambi was fun too. I guess life down here wouldn't be that bad. But if I don't get home, Grandma will worry. Do you have friends waiting up there too, DK?
So, talking about her grandparent. So, yeah, pretty interesting to hear, but there's a little more news about her grandparent later. So, for now, though, we're going to ignore that, but in the meantime, boom, there we go. And outright speaking, yeah, you'll know more about her grandparent and a little bit of history of her later. And we're now in a darker cave. Welcome to the Radiance Layer. Sublayer 1200. And let's land in this radiant layer that seems to be full of nothing but darkness. Grab our banana from the racing layer. But after all that, let's get ourselves our skill points and end this off right here. So next time on Donkey Kong Bonanza, we will be seeing what the heck is that weird scorpion enemy. See you all next time.